try to fathom and understand, but which I would like to give just a brief taste of a short story that many of you may know. And I will try to speak loud enough out there. If you can't hear me, just raise your hand. Cool. In time past, though not long ago, there lived pigs. In stature short and in number 3, who, being of an age, both entitled and inspired to seek their fortune, did set about to do so thusly. When they had traveled a distance, the pig numbered the first, said, "Hearken, brothers, and heed this tempestuous realm. Terribly long from hearth and home, we shall fare, I fear, not well." So, being collectively agreed, yet individually impelled, the diminutive swine each set about to build himself an abode. The pig numbered the first did construct his own of straw. The pig numbered 2 did likewise, though rather not of straw, but of sticks. Meanwhile, unique in his imaginings, pig number 3 did construct his domicile stalwart and garish, a building made of brick entirely. Soon there happened along, as is occasionally the scenario in classic tale, a protagonist pig or red-hooded child, a wolf. The wolf called out to the strong ensconced swine, saying, "Pray thee, little pig, and grant me entrance." But the pig numbered the first recalled with sage foreboding that he be mad who trust in the tameness of a belly-pinched wolf, and said, "Nay, it shall not be indeed, not by wit of whiskered jowl." Prepared for such an expected response, the wolf responded immediately, "Then steel thyself, little pig. Henceforth shall I employ to endeavor by means of both puffing and puffing to dismantle yon flaxen fortress." Whereupon there issued from the wolf an exhale of gale proportions that rendered said hovel straw to dregs and dross and carried it aloft, piglet and shattered quarters both. Exposed now the claw and fang, piglet one made haste, wolf in pursuit, to the stick-festooned sanctum of peccary secondary, which caused piglet to cry out dismay, "Well, this knocks my knickers." The marshalling of feral wolf to my doorstep is nowhere near those endeavors congenial or amenable. Piglet number 1 said 1,000 pardons. 'Twould seem that the beast's baleful breath has rid me of both home and sound judgment alike. The mighty maelstrom of the wolf's exhale splattered the secondary swine's shack, stopping his sanctimonious scolding simultaneously. "Lo and behold," said swine 2, "stand we now amid wooden wreckage, with nary a strategy for issuing from the canine devourer looming in deadly proximity." "Strategy," squealed one, "what is noble to contemplate tactical particularities, pressed as we are by time constraint, forbidding discussion. Strategical conversations? I would suggest that we run. We. Whether by their own fleet-footed competence or the wolf's windless attitude, the swine made their way to their ultimate kindred neighbors, inexpoundable brick egress. On the third pig's door they pounded, with urgent hoofs crying, "Pray thee, let us enter and unbar this entrance, and with haste. Pray thee, let us in." Well, the third pig hailed from the American colonies, and possessing a vocabulary substantially less than his impromptu visitors, replied, "Say what?" sanctuary, they implored, on the verge of hysteria, lest we fall forthwith to the ravenous appetency of yonder approaching carnivore. Still confounded by the reportant words, Pig 3 did render ajar his portal, whereupon Pigs 1 and 2 spilled in and collapsed beyond the threshold, enervated. So y'all just wanted to come in? You could just ask. The sinister hiss of the wolf could once again be heard outside. Pray thee, little pigs, and grant the entrance. The wolf, cried 1 and 2. Wolf, replied 3. Well, what do you suppose he wants? He seeks to gain entrance within, and indeed would occupy this very alcove, given any meager opportunity to do so. Right. I'm just going to ask him what he wants. Under no circumstances, squealed Piglet number 2, flinging himself bodily against the portal. There is naught to be gained by accosting an external opponent, save for our own demise. What do you say about my mama? House and occupants were once again engulfed in malevolent wind of wolfish fury that shook the foundation. The frame rattled, and lo, to the astonishment of the piglet and the approaching scoundrel alike, stood the third pig's lodging undaunted, which is good news for the pig fans, by the way. Aghast and dismayed, Pig 2 queried of Pig 3, how does this against such relentless and torrential onslaught, does this domicile endure? Pig 3 puffed out his chest, put poof to the hearth, and said, well, it's American made.